The winning percentage rate that we have under Ten Hag is 58% of all matches, right? Home form results 12 wins, 13 draws, and 1 loss. Away form is considered good. That is a result of 7 wins, 3 draw, and 7 losses. So 7 out of 7, right? So you played, 7 wins, 7 losses, and 3 draws. That is so, right? What do you reckon?
Yeah, but I would expect more.
Hello and welcome back to MUFC Realist TV. This is Mick Ruby. Listen, let's start with something very, very interesting. What I've been thinking about. There's something that I want to share with you, because this season alone, away results under Erik ten Hag, it's kind of been his nemesis. We have only registered approximately about 7 wins, 3 draws, and 7 losses in away games. It's been a crucial and tiring Premier League season for Manchester United. The form in general has been very good. In overall, 19 wins, 6 draws, and 8 losses. But the performance currently places Manchester United on this day of recording at 4th out of 20 teams in the Premier League table, with a win ratio about 58% of all the matches won. Now, if we look at it, if we unpack it, Manchester United's home form is very, very good, according to my opinion, with the following results of 12 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. On the other hand, the away form is considered to be good as a result of 7 wins, 3 draws, and 7 losses. This season, Manchester United have played over about 55 games. Find it very, very hard, but it's been very, very brutal in a way for Erik ten Hag's men. 3 games per week since Christmas, and a fair share of injuries and suspensions, some dodgy VR, referee decision, not even to mention the footballing gods that's not been our side. Somebody must have pissed them off, with some absence of some key players. Hence the drop of the consistency performance output has been very, very noticeable. Ten Hag has not been privileged yet to have such a deep squad depth like Pep Guardiola for Manchester City. So that's kind of been working under the shackles, under the glazes. In my opinion, he's done some great miracles to work with what he's got. So I would like to take that factors in consideration, but just remember one thing. Look under the season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We were clearly named a nickname Second Half FC, since we have no tendency or lack of confidence to finish off the game or start the game first half fast. We often conceded fast in the first half. It was like a cold shower. We came out second half and did a different game. It was a sort of a game of 2 halves where it was individual brilliance. But under Erik ten Hag, it's kind of been the other way around. We are now called the first half FC instead of the, second half FC, right? So at least away from Old Trafford, we have been running out of steam in the second half. We're simply not a team that can play the full 90 minutes of yet, right? We typically see that we can maximum play 70 minutes and then we sort of capitulate in the remaining dying minutes, right? It's been happening so fast, so many times, and the footballing gods, please fix this. But it's not that we lack the clear and obvious goal scoring opportunities. We often use the terminology post-match that we could not finish the dinner, right? In my opinion, we lack that clinical edge striker in the 6-yard box, and Weghorst is not the answer, is not the solution. And Martial being injured, Martial is not the athletic Martial. His injuries clearly caught up to his physique, and therefore Erik ten Hag will most likely need to have a summer break to go out and get that fox in the box to finish off the dinner, because Manchester United in overall has scored 49 goals in this season in Premier League alone. But interesting stat is, hold my coffee and beer, that 47% of those goals scored in the first half, while the 57% actually been registered in the second half. So how's that so? How's that we are bad in the second half in the waveforms, and yet the stats saying that we're scoring most of the goals, 57% in the second half, and we call us first half FC? it's weird, isn't it? So it's clear and obvious for me that the evidence is on the pitch, right? The mental block, or some might call the PTSD, is for real, right? Ability to see the games through for some squad members is not simply there, right? There are players that Ten Hag has inherited all the way from Mourinho area. We have seen that some players have actually raised the standards under Erik ten Hag, and some people have not, without mentioning the names. So, moving ahead, looking ahead with 5 games left to play, 15 points to play for to secure that top 4. United have 2 games, away games to play. On this recording day, we're playing West Ham today and also Bournemouth away. The remaining fixtures is at home at Old Trafford against Wolves, Chelsea, and finishing off with Fulham. Now, I like to bar the question back to you. How would you line up and how would you play for the remainder of the season to secure that top 4? Who should we trust? Who should we bench? Stick around and let's find out.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Dankjewel. I feel welcome. Dit is my home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
This is my home and this is Jarvis. We should succeed success. Like, are you with me? I'm transferring my thought process to you. See what I'm doing. Guys, welcome. Jarvis, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mick?
Oh, it's been a busy day. I'm doing a lot of house duty stuff, and obviously watched a little bit of a Liverpool Scousers, and oh my God, they are breathing down our necks now. They are 1 point behind us, not looking good, but we have 2 games in hand. And like Nuruddin always said, Mr. Structure, 2 games in hand don't mean nothing. Which is true, yeah, but still.
Hey man, you got to work on your impression.
But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. But the question is, I mean, Jarvis, as we say, we can sit here, argue to the blue in the face. It's no right and wrong. At the end of the day, whatever Erik ten Hag picks, that will be the team that plays in Rio, right? In Rio. But the reason why you picked that is to provide more energy and no complacency, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I like to control the game. I need the balance in the team, and I like fresh legs because I think a lot of the players look tired. So that's my main reasons for picking this team.
Brilliant, sir. Brilliant. Thank you for providing. Guys, let us know. Let us go to the comments. Let us go to the VAR room as well. Sorry for missing your comments. We're just so focused to get the message out. Let's go with Yalle Malin again. United got a few fantastic players in the youth setup. I wish a few would have gotten more game time. There is a 15-year-old that is super talented. Big up. Yeah. But on the same time, Yalle, if I might go back to you, it's been such a busy fixture, so as a gaffer or training, you don't have time to experiment, I guess. So you just want to win game by game, go by game by game. You try to put the best team out there, right? But it's a massive difference between, what Ten Hag's been doing, what Solskjaer's been doing as well. Philip 98, welcome to the stream, Philip. Good to see you, sir. Big up the community. We lack control, especially away from home. Some players just don't have it. They're simply not good enough. We need ball players that can find them forward passes like City, Pool, Arsenal. This is what I mentioned, Philip. Big up point, actually. I said, you know what? Some people do have that ability or mental agility, and some people don't. They got away with it, during the Jose Mourinho, and Ole also was very slack, like let him then go, he was like a protective, like a goose mother in a way. But Ten Hag is quite ruthless, so you can clearly see that he's frustrated. But what can he do? You play with what you got, then you go in the summer. I bet you he's already compiled his list through who's in, who's out. So I do expect a massive overhaul, including also the youth players, because not everyone is making it, right? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you again, Philip. Do you want to read this one? Can you read this one?
Yeah, he's losing patience with a lot of them. I think he's already told the ones that are... Hold on. Can't see that bottom.
They're not in his plans for next season. This is what I read. You have to plan ahead. Yeah, this is what we read. Cool. People are tuning in. We are broadcasting live on YouTube. We're also broadcasting on Twitter. Whoever is broadcasting Twitter, smash a like. Come in, have your say. Let us know if you want to come and have a say. We can share the link as well. And Philip continues to say, oh, he's writing a novel here, a football novel, a thesis. He's looking patience with a lot of them. I think he's already told the ones that are not in his plans for next season, you have to have a plan ahead. Are you reading my mind, Philip? This is kind of scary.
But Mick, just to come back to his point, have tenhag got the authority to do this with his squad? Because we don't know even who's the owner for the next season. We don't have a transfer budget. We don't know who we can cut, who will leave, who will have new contracts. So in my mind, tenhag has lost some of his authority over the players.
Let me say like this, we clearly seen a difference this season that Ten Hag has certain authorities, right? More than any other managers had, and rest assured with the new owners coming in, he will have full control as well. It will be a totally different Manchester United. You will work with no Glazers shackling him, tying in his arms behind his legs. So whatever Ten Hag wants, Ten Hag will get. His first target will be his first priorities. Past managers as Manchester United, they never got the first targets. They always got the B, C option, D option, right? Because the Glazers didn't want to. I mean, I know that the Glazers authorized every single deal, and if it didn't suit, if it wasn't a big name that could not be commercially signed for a shirt or something, they wouldn't go for it, 100%.
Just to come back to that, Mick, you have seen like Newcastle, for example. Eddie Howe has gotten players like Dan Burn and players that we don't recognize as good players at the top level of Premier League to perform, because they know they have rich owners and they can do stuff. So this is their chance to play for a top club. They can give everything, but I don't feel the same with some of the United players. They've
been spoiled. They've been spoiled. Yeah. I mean, that's the mentality. What I'm trying to say. I mean, if we're gonna back the tape for 6-7 years, right? The mentality has been clear and obvious. Comes back from the top. We have no ambition to win. We're just happy to get top 4, right?
And if you have about money.
Yeah, but listen what I have to say. So if you don't have a clear structure and plan from the above vision, it goes down all the way to the players as well. That's what they say was rotten from the core to the top, right? So these players was getting paid, playing for Manchester United, they're playing overinflated salaries. You come to Manchester United, you're supposed to play for the biggest club in the world, with legends has played, trophies has won, and all of a sudden you just come there and it's like, whatever, if I perform or not, I still get my 250k a week. This is and what you've seen, if you're back a couple of months ago, that United has kind of introduced a salary cap. And this is a way forward to say, we're not going to overpay salaries. You got to earn for it. Like 250 is max, the ceiling, right? But then the question comes, what if this is kind of a sign we will not sign Galacticos? And I think this is the right way to go. People are crying out for, let's get Mbappe. Yeah, you're mad. Just look at what Brighton has done. They've gone for the grassroots. They've gone Casados. There's so many hidden gems that you can get like for £6 million, £10 million, £11 million that turns into world beaters, right?
Yeah.
Our recruitment department has been shocking lately, right? They're just gone for clear and obvious, no plan. Yeah, let's go for this. This is a big name. Yes, sign him up, right? But they never asked the manager, the gaffer, does it suit your system? So at the moment, Ten Hag has a mixed bag of, I don't know, when you go in Scandinavia, when you go and buy lollies, you can take this bag and you can take sweet, sour, chocolates, and you just mix it up together. This is kind of a bag of mixed lollies, to be honest. Some taste good, some taste bad, but at the end of the day, your stomach is going to crash. You know what I mean? If you mix.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is like a cook-up of 6 years of poor planning. You had different managers, different structures. You know, when we bought in Maguire, for instance, he was good under Ole Solskjaer because he played that system that he needed, that sort of type of player.
Yeah.
But you can clearly he's not favored at Ten Hag because he doesn't play Ten Hag's ball. Ten Hag doesn't favor him. He's only started 13 Premier League games, and that tells you an indication that he's off in the summer. You know what I mean? Definitely. Okay, that was my rant, by the way. Woohoo!
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. The winning percentage rate that we have under Ten Hag is 58% of all matches, right? Home form results 12 wins, 13 draws, and 1 loss. Away form is considered good. That is a result of 7 wins, 3 draw, and 7 losses. So 7 out of 7, right? So you played, 7 wins, 7 losses, and 3 draws. That is so, right? What do you reckon?
Yeah, but I would expect more.
Yalle Marlin, isn't Varane fit to play? Is he? No, not yet.
No, not yet. But I think he will be available for the FA Cup final.
Right. Yeah, true. Rest Varane for the cup final. It would be hard to change Shaw and Lindelof right now. Yeah. We're going to talk about that point, Yalle. But if Varane can play, I would put him so far in. If Varane can play, I would put him in for Shaw and move Shaw to the left back. I don't know if I would separate. I mean, this is the title. How will we set up for the rest of the season? I would not separate Lindelof and Maguire right now. Not Maguire, sorry guys. I didn't mean to offend you. Shaw, yeah. Because it's a partnership that's working, right? Barring also that Varane's been out. Match fitness plays a part, right? So you just because it's the name Varane, you just don't throw him right now, right?
Okay, man.
Maybe have it. Listen, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Say hello to your lovely family and people. Be nice to each other. Be nice to each other on socials. If you see each other in the traffic, don't be aggressive. Hug each other in traffic as well. Spread the positivity, love and life. And what do you What is it? Peace, love, and pit bulls. No, what is it? What does that say? Love, life,
say
and
peace, love, and Glazers out.
Peace, love, and glazes out. Mentality. Peace. See you guys. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us in the socials.